Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP and I'm going to talk about a few other things as well. Hopefully my voice holds out. I have strep throat and a major sinus infection right now. To completely shut down that retail argument with evidence, the Ripple protocol does not govern retail prices. Being ignorant to reality is a choice. This comes from Smoke. The Ripple protocol is not built to interface directly with consumers and businesses and does not govern retail prices. Over time, if the Ripple protocol becomes widely adopted, demand for XRP may increase, leading to an increase in price. You know, as retail investors, we watch the price of XRP go sideways for long periods of time. And during that time, people always point out the same thing. Look at Ripple's dumping on the XRP community once again. Ripple stabilizing the price of XRP once again. Why would they stabilize the price? Because they're more geared towards institutional adoption. They want to make more bank partnerships. We were never supposed to be holding XRP in the first place. This comes from Paulie. I told you all many times that the XRP ledger and XRP isn't for retail. Why do you think they prioritize the AMM instead of smart contracts? There's a reason why hooks didn't pass and why the retail folks on the XRP ledger rely on EVM sidechains for smart contracts. You know, all you have to do is look at the direction that Ripple is going in. Right now, they're focused on tokenization, custody, cross-border payments, banking the unbanked. You know, as Ripple pushes in all those directions, even if we weren't meant to be holding XRP, all those actions are going to lead to us getting rich as retail investors. All you have to do is continue holding XRP. Now, people will argue and they'll say, well, I could go right now and buy XRP, and you can off the exchanges. But things may change in the future through regulations. All of a sudden, we are regulated out of XRP or other cryptocurrencies. That could very well happen. It's the same reason I'm always telling you, I really hope the CFTC stays focused on crypto regulations more than the SEC, because I think the CFTC would keep the retail investor involved in crypto. This comes from Riz, tip of the iceberg, 1700 NDAs. Now, while you were an XRP holder, you've heard of NDAs multiple times in the past. A lot of people say those NDAs alone will push the price of XRP to $100 plus. People always speculate on who those NDAs are with. Other people say those NDAs don't even exist. Well, here's proof that they do. In discovery, the parties produced over 1,700 contracts, which are specific agreements by which Ripple transferred XRP to counterparties in a variety of commercial transactions. In his expert report, Schwartz organized the 1,700 XRP contracts into 4 primary categories. So the NDAs do exist. And I think most of those NDAs are with companies and banks right here in the United States. How big are those NDAs though? And we see that they already sent XRP to these organizations. So we know they're most likely going to utilize XRP in the future. And again, this could also have something to do with all that escrow. People mention that multiple times as well. Pay attention, utility matters in the end. Investing versus gambling. So you see mainstream retail, Bitcoin, ETH, SHIB, Solana, and Doge. You know, whenever you talk to someone outside of crypto about crypto, they always say, are you talking about Bitcoin? Some people will say, oh, you're talking about Doge. But why do they know those two cryptocurrencies more than the rest? It's because Bitcoin is always talked about on the mainstream media news, and Doge became popular thanks to Elon Musk. But as time goes on, we're focused towards enterprise DLT, and that's where the real value is going to be. Cryptocurrencies like XRP, QNT, Casper, XDC, HBAR, Algo, Nexera, IOTA, LCX, real utility use case driven cryptocurrencies. Then you see the network utilities. You see Stellar, Drop. Then you see the Fortune 500 entities, MasterCard, Visa, IBM. Then beyond that is the government entities. And that's where you would see the BIS and the IMF. Then there's the universal standards, ISO, SWIFT. And people downplay ISO as well. You know, all the cryptocurrencies that I talk about on this channel are ISO compliant. The reason I talk about them is because I don't look at investing in them like you're gambling. I know they're going to make you money over time. And when people say, well, we haven't got any value from ISO, so that means that there's no value coming. That value is still to come. And I think we're going to start seeing that value this year. I think first we're going to see regulations, then we're going to see value. Major news, Coinbase is teaming up with Compass Coffee DC to caffeinate Washington, D.C. with USDC in 2024. So now we see USDC being talked about on Fox Business. I honestly think USDC is the US digital dollar. And I think we're going to come to learn that more over time. Just in, Coinbase says transactions may experience intermittent failures. Now, I'm going to tell you, like I told you in previous videos, all you have to do is see what happened when Bitcoin achieved a new all-time high. Coinbase was down. And it didn't only happen once. It actually happened 3 different times. What do you think is going to happen once XRP achieves a new all-time high? Coinbase is going to be down once again. I think it's time to move away from Coinbase. Then there's this, US debt clock, the Fed, and the money factory. Time to pop this overinflated balloon and plug into the new system. You know, it's funny, this came out right before Jerome Powell made his big announcement today. And it's true. You know, the Fed is the reason we have the inflation we have right now. Breaking, the S&P 500 has officially broken above 5,200 for the first time in history after the Fed left rates unchanged. This puts the index up a massive 1,100 points from its October 2023 low. The historic run continues. You know, right now we're watching the stock market pop off, and people right away are saying, don't worry, it's not going to last. It's going to come crashing down. I think they're wrong. I think we're going to see a blow off top for the stock market and crypto this year. The DXY is forming a red candle on the daily chart. We want it to keep crashing down as this would be bullish for risk assets like Bitcoin and altcoins. The DXY falling will also push the stock market as well. But from history, we know when the DXY falls, crypto rises. It's the same reason I always said, by the time the DXY comes collapsing down, you're not going to want to cash out into USD when you're ready to cash out crypto. I see people saying that USDC is a good place to store your money when you cash out of some of your cryptocurrencies. Other people are saying they're cashing out and getting into gold and silver. But we'll talk more about that once XRP takes off. New partner. The Digital Dollar Project has joined the Digital Pound Foundation as a strategic partner. Like I've been saying, the digital dollar is coming. People can deny it all they want. They already been working on this in the background while we are all distracted. Right now, everybody's distracted by Bitcoin achieving new all-time highs. Distracted by the mainstream media news, and the digital dollar is building out in the background. But take notice that they partnered with the digital pound. I think it's the same reason that we're going to see when crypto regulations come here in the United States. Most likely, we're just going to adopt MiCA regulations from the EU. Saudi Arabia announced $40 billion in artificial intelligence plan. You know what's great? I'm always telling people outside of crypto that AI is coming. And most people outside of crypto, they don't believe it. They, for some reason, think that AI is decades away, yet it's happening right now. The AI industry is experiencing a gold rush, with countries advancing to capitalize on the growth. While the U.S. is currently commanding the AI sector, Saudi Arabia looks to overtake America to become the go-to country for AI. I mean, come on, Elon Musk is putting Neuralink in people at this point. Yet people think that AI is decades away. Wake up. And we're going to watch AI and blockchain merge together as well. Don't underestimate XRP. Months ago, XRP started with real estate, showcasing tokenization. Real estate details such as name, ID, tax number, and more are all saved on the blockchain. Something BlackRock is heavily into, and something BlackRock would love to adopt. Details such as carbon footprint, CBDC, digital ID, and more are all saved on one centralized blockchain. Hate it or love it, but I am heavily invested and telling my followers since 20 cents to buy heavily. You know, there's a lot of things I don't like about Ripple because they're tied to carbon offsets. They're tied to carbon credits, CBDCs, digital IDs. Everything that we know is going to lead to the slavery system. But I always tell you, this is the same reason you should be investing in XRP. This is all going to make you rich. You know, people keep saying on a daily basis, wait until Bitcoin's part of the new financial system. Wait until the US adopts Bitcoin. It's never gonna happen. Look at the narrative that's going on right now. Everything is talking about net zero and carbon goals. Bitcoin does not fit into their system that they want to create. Buy your new car soon. Biden is banning internal combustion engines in 2030. Climate alarm is a hoax. Biden's efforts to destroy the auto, oil, and natural gas industries are real. He absolutely is. And you know, most likely this is going to go nowhere because the next president, whoever it is going to ditch this idea. That's the way I look at it. But think about it. That's their goal. This is exactly what every single government around the world is pushing right now. EV, climate change, carbon credits. I look at carbon credits as a tax on us in the future. But again, it's the same reason I'm telling you to stay invested in XRP. And if they plan to get rid of gas-powered vehicles, could you imagine how much gas-powered vehicles are going to be worth in the very near future? They would hit astronomical prices. But then we see other companies pushing away from EV right now at the same time. Everything that we see going on right now, it's like watching one massive movie play out. But at the end of this movie, XRP investors are still going to get very rich. But whether you like the things that Ripple does or, you know, some of the ideas or directions that Ripple's going in, you gotta keep holding this cryptocurrency. I really don't think we were ever meant to hold it. And that's what makes me want to continue to hold it even more. But until it all happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.